Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy The Juice. In today's video, I'll be doing a quick unboxing of the Sony A7 III. Now, this camera came out a few months ago, I think sometime earlier in the first half of the year 2018, but I'm a bit late in getting it. It's supposed to be a Christmas gift for me. It should have been wrapped already. My better half got it for me, but I did such a good job of finding and figuring out exactly what she got for me. And after noticing it, I talked her into allowing me to do an unboxing and make sure that everything is working, and then I'll let her put it back under the tree. She wasn't happy with it, but it is what it is. You can't buy me a gift like a whole month before Christmas and not expect me to discover it. I'm pretty good at trying to figure out these things, But anyways, that's it in the long run. Now, a bit of a background for me is that I'm a Canon shooter. I have a Canon 6D Mark I and a 5D Mark III. Those cameras, I still use them. I love them. They're a bit big. But what happened is I'm trying to get into a little video shooting, especially as I try to grow my YouTube channel. So I wanted something that would have make that whole video transition a bit easier. The 5D Mark III is pretty good at video, but it doesn't have that 4K video and the kind of focusing mechanisms like the newer cameras. Now I was kind of waiting for Canon to bring out their mirrorless camera, which they did, but I wasn't really impressed with the stats on paper. So I had this as one of the cameras I wanted to get, and my better half was listening and she came through. So without any further ado, let's see what's in the box. One thing I should mention is, according to her, the box came open like this, which is quite concerning to me because I always thought these cameras supposed to come perfectly wrapped. But it was ordered online, so even bigger, or more of a bigger reason for me to get in there and make sure that it actually works. Yeah, so now the box obviously has all the specs on it, which I won't go into right now because there's a million and one videos on YouTube telling you about the specs. So I'm just going to dive right in just to see what's in the box, make sure everything is there. Obviously you have all the guides, the do's, the don'ts, the manuals, which I never ever read. You have more paperwork in there, the warranty, and of course you could get a Sony credit card. Right. Okay, the first thing here is the strap, which has on an A7. I'm not really a strap guy. And when I do use a strap, it's a rabbit strap, so this more than likely going into storage or the garbage. I try to be as neat as possible because I have to pack it back. What? This section here is empty, which is very strange. It's packed neatly. You would think that something would be in there. So, okay, it is what it is. This main compartment here has the actual camera. And boy, does it feel small compared to what I'm used to. I'll put it on the side just to make sure there's nothing else inside. In this section now, this has the battery and the plug. The battery obviously is, from what I understand, is much bigger than the previous version of the A7 camera. It's supposed to be giving you a much longer operating time. And the plug is just a standard USB plug. Put those two on the side. And lastly, the charging cable, which is micro USB. Okay. That's it. That's strange. Anyways, I'll do a little research to make sure that I got everything and I wasn't cheated of anything. Now, let's get to the actual camera. Oh wow, I mean it's small, but it does have some heft to it. I have relatively, I won't say small hands, but medium-sized hands, so it feels pretty good. What I did was, knowing that I got this, I ordered the Metabones version 5, which hasn't arrived as yet. And I don't have any Sony glass to really test it out, so I'll be waiting on that to really do the full testing, which I think it should come by next day or two. But anyways, I'm rambling. Okay, so on the back you have the screen, LCD screen, which I think is a flip. It does flip out, doesn't flip up, unfortunately. You have the joystick and the wheel. You have all these buttons. I'm gonna have to learn the C1, C2 is up here. Obviously it's much different to what I'm used to with the Canon. I'm sure this compartment opens, or no it doesn't. And this side does. So on this side you have a microphone in, and then in this compartment you have that's USB, no that's micro HDMI and earphones out. And in this last compartment we have it looks like some USB type C, and where you could charge it using the micro USB cable. At the bottom you have the tripod mount, and yeah, now as I said, I'm really eager to use this camera. I really wanted this because of the size factor and the autofocus system, which is the eye focus or whatever you call it. The where it just locks on to the eye, and you know, everything stays in focus. Now, I mean, I'm not a professional photographer, but I've been doing it for many years. I'm a hobbyist, and I take a lot of pictures of animals, wildlife. I got into taking a lot of pictures of my son as well too, as he's getting older. And one thing I'm learning is taking pictures of a 2-year-old is pretty hard, because he's always fidgety and moving, and it's very hard to keep him in focus, especially with a 5D Mark III, which doesn't have eye autofocus on it. So this addition to my collection would be perfect. And of course with the video capabilities would make life a lot easier for me. So what I will do is I'll charge the batteries, I'll turn it on, I'll check it out, of course off camera. And once everything seems to be in place, I will neatly pack everything up and put it in the box and allow it to be wrapped, which is kind of stupid. Maybe I should talk her into allowing me to keep it out of the being wrapped and just let her wrap the box. But anyways, that's a different story for a different video. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, especially if you want to see my opinion on this camera. So until next time, peace, love, and happiness, and later. Bye.